What do you say, big guy? You ready to go again, or are you all tapped out?
You sure you don't need to go check on Star?
Oh, I see. I just did. She's fine. It's just you and me. We can do whatever we want for as long as we want. That is, if you got the stones.
Hit me again.
Oh.
Sarah, hey, I didn't hear you come in.
Yeah, you were busy. Must be laundry day, huh, Vanessa?
Since when is Thanksgiving a holiday where you decorate your house? I mean, a couple of gourds on the table, a pumpkin on the porch, okay, but did you see the 6-foot turkey on the lawn?
Hard to miss, seeing as how it's covered in blinking lights. Hey, Shane, Brody tells me you throw a mean spiral. Wanna toss the ball around?
Shane, your dad asked you a question.
No, I don't want to toss the ball around. Now can I go to my room?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I throw like a girl anyway. You want to play catch? We'll play catch.
I don't want to play anything.
Fine, please, just give me the ball.
No.
You're not even using it.
Yes, I am. I'm keeping it away from you. You can knock someone's eye out with this thing.
It's made of foam. It's not dangerous.
Actually, it is dangerous. Excuse me. Do you know how many pairs of hands touch that thing? Dozens, maybe hundreds. Germs on that could take it a hazmat unit.
Get this thing away from me.
You're in a mental institution. Learn how to speak the language and you'll get by.
It's not about you. He's just down because of Brody.
I know. I just wish you'd let me in. You expecting someone?
No. Charlie, hey!
Yeah, I hope you don't mind my stopping by.
No, of course not. Come in.
Yeah, Rex. Good to see you up and about.
Be getting there.
So, don't you have that thing with Vicky?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I can't seem to find her.
Hello, Father. It's been a while, hasn't it? Of course, you always knew I was going to come back. Because you always knew that at some point, I would have to admit that you won.
They say that those who refuse to learn from history are condemned to repeat it. Well, I couldn't learn from my history because I didn't remember it for so long. Long enough for Jesse to be hurt the way I was hurt. Long enough for her mind to split the way mine did. And nothing I have done in my whole life, not confessing my sins or getting treatment or begging for forgiveness or love, none of it has ever managed to change history. Has it? Right, no comment. I wouldn't talk either if I were you. Just listen. I came here today, Father, because I'm going to end it. I'm drawing a line through my past. This grand monument that you built to your vanity. I'm going to destroy it. I am going to tear you down.
Yeah, I saw Vicky's car in the driveway, so I figured she was home, and I went in the house, and Jared and Natalie said they hadn't seen her for a while.
She's around. We saw her walking outside when we drove up.
Listen, do you want me to go outside and look around for you?
No, you got stuff to do. I'm just gonna, I guess, walk around, see if I can catch up with her. So, you two have a happy Thanksgiving.
Are we still on for later?
You know, I think I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I mean, with all the stuff that she and her family have been dealing with the last couple of days, I just don't know if the timing is right.
All right, well, I'm there whenever you're ready.
I know, and I appreciate it.
What was that all about? What are you doing with Charlie later?
You know it's really hard, Father, that you started this when you did all those things to me. But I have to finish it. Because even though I was just a little girl when it started, Nikki and Tori and Jean and all the others, they just came to my rescue. Their sins became my sins because I am them. And so I have to take responsibility for everything, which is something you never, ever, ever did. No, you were just always Victor, powerful and wonderful. No more. When Jessica ever comes home from clean hands, she's coming home to a life that has no memory of you. Because I am obliterating you. I am wiping you out of my life and my past and my memory. You are no more.
ABC's One Life to Live, brought to you by Vesicare.
Seriously, Vanessa, you really should put some clothes on. I mean, it's almost winter here north of the border.
I just got some bad news.
What happened, Vanessa?
The government wants to deport Vanessa and Lola.
They want to send us back to Colombia.
And that's bad news. Why?
Read 'em and weep.
You're supposed to be going easy on me.
Well, I was gonna give you a handicap, but then we have that image to consider, you know.
Still a consideration, given the fact I'm currently unemployed.
Well, see, I wasn't the one that spit in the mayor's eye, now was I? Now, what exactly did you say to him? I mean, I saw the interview, but I would just love a reenactment.
I believe it was something to the effect of, take the job and shove it.
Oh, no. That's close, but no cigar. See, it was something like this. Mayor. Yes, detective. You can take your badge, your job, and shove it. Yeah, that's kind of how it was.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that was, but, we can go downstairs. Jack, I'm sure has it on DVR if
that's
you want.
Okay.
You
I'll
want to
take
double
your word
check?
for it. I'll take your word for it.
Okay. See, I thought that was pretty close that, WBL was going to get to its first FCC violation.
Yeah, I was going to let loose, but I didn't think that would help the cause.
Which is?
It's important to leave the job on my own terms.
Yeah, I know what that's like. I don't feel like I have any control over my life these days either. It seems like I'm just, reacting all the time. But it does look like I've dipped into your nest egg. You can always reconsider, John. I'm sure Bo would take you back in a heartbeat.
The door's closed. I closed it. That's okay. I only needed the job when I could believe in it.
You don't anymore.
Once I got to a place where there had to be accountability. When you go to a judge, you go to a mayor, and it's a given they're going to be on the side of the victim. But not anymore, not with guys like Lowell in office and judges in his back pocket. When the system fails, when it doesn't have your back, the law fails. It failed me.
You mean it failed Marty?
Hi. I'm Brody.
Jessica.
How's the magazine?
Well, kid time? It's 3 years old and it's a grade 4 reading level.
You want to play horse? That's at least a 5th grade game.
You know, I just want to eat my dinner and go to bed and cross this day off my calendar.
Understood. But thanks for stepping in just now. I appreciate the assist.
Barb, she's harmless.
So, I'm sorry. Didn't you just get here?
I've been here before.
Oh. Right.
Right. I'm as loony as they come.
Oh, you destroyed me. You destroyed Todd and Tina and Jesse. And your poison has filtered down through all our families, and it's touched everyone, even little Star. You know, Meredith was lucky because she died before she knew what a monster you were. She was spared. Why not me? Why couldn't I die? Why did I have to know everything and face everything and fix everything? Why did you choose me, you bastard? You evil bastard!
So, what's it gonna be? More punishment? You've been here, let's see, 12 hours, and all we've done is sleep, raid the fridge, and play cards.
Want me to go?
No. I've had a really good time. But I think maybe you've done enough stewing, even for you.
No such animal.
You know, John, I'm just going to say this. I just as soon shoot Todd as look at him right now. And Marty, I can't even imagine what she's going through. Your deal? Okay. Same thing, 5-card draw. All right.
Seriously, Vanessa, what is so bad about going back to Colombia? It's your home, and it's a hell of a lot better than staying here in some prison cell.
There's no guarantee that she'll be convicted if she goes to trial here.
Babe, I'm no expert on this, but she shot an unarmed man in front of dozens of witnesses, us included. That's gonna mean jail time.
You know, it would be worse for me. In Colombia, Ray would come after us.
But Ray is sitting in a prison cell, still recovering from a gunshot wound that you gave him. And he's probably more worried that you'll come after him. And if you stay here and you do get sent to jail, Lola could easily be deported, and she will be all on her own this time. I don't see what could be so bad about it. I mean, unless there's another reason that you want to stay.
So that's the plan. As soon as Charlie says it's a go.
Well, I was wondering what was happening food-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you have to cook. No, I cooked the turkey last year.
You actually roasted a turkey?
Deep fried it in a barrel on the fire escape. It was great. You know, I still have the barrel down in the basement. I could run downtown and get a couple of quarts of oil. Shane would get a kick out of it. Building the fire, kind of like a cookout. Or not.
No, he'd really like it.
No, he wouldn't.
Well, let's ask him.
Gigi. No, I could build a bonfire in the middle of this room and Shane wouldn't come downstairs. Kid tolerates me and that's about it.
That's not true.
I'm not blaming you. Or him. It's just the way it is.
Listen. You guys are making progress. Okay, I can see it.
Did you see the way he looked at Brody? The salute? I may be the kid's father, but Brody is his hero. And I can't compete with that. I'm a first-timer, so I'm not... I don't really know what to expect. But you don't seem crazy.
Because I'm rational? Oh, yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, your hair's brushed and you're looking me in the eye. Some of these people...
Just because I don't care about what they look like doesn't mean they're not human.
That's not what I'm saying.
Look, why don't you check with me in a few days and see if my hair's okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Wait. Brody... I've had kind of a rough go at it, okay? So I'm a little touchy.
You're a mental patient. Same as me. You're entitled.
Okay, it's safe here. You don't have to be afraid of the other patients.
I'm more afraid of myself.
Well, most of us are. So what are you in for?
Well, you may have read about it. The doctors are calling it PTSD, but the simple truth is I knocked a girl out, I kidnapped a kid, and I shot a guy.
Is that it?
Your story's so much worse.
You have no idea.
Go away, Charlie. Leave me alone.
I can't do that.
I don't want you to see me like this.
You remember when you found me in the alley? I didn't want you to see me like that either. Dead drunk. You didn't walk out on me. And I'm not gonna walk out on you. And that's just the way it's gonna be.
Do you know what this place is?
Some kind of a crypt?
Yeah, it's my father's final resting place. Don't you love euphemisms? This is his grave. I hate my father. You want to know why?
I want to know everything about you, Vicky.
Because I can't do this to you.
Why?
Because I was just Vicky D to you. I was simple and uncomplicated. I was just someone who loved working in the time. I wasn't Victor Lord's daughter. See, when I met Charlie, you were my new start. All this, it was all going to be over. But it will never be over. I know that now. Jessica is in a mental hospital. And her babies are at home crying for her. And Todd, he's in the hospital. He's going to jail. And my sister, Tina, was so afraid to look at the mess she's made of her life that she was going to let our children die. And so I threw her out of my house and out of my life. My life. I'm stuck, Charlie. I'm stuck. You know, this is who I am, and you don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. I want it gone. I want him gone. I want to kill him. But he's dead. He escaped. And I'm stuck. No, please, just leave me alone, please.
Look, I'm not going anywhere.
No! My father raped me. When I was 7 years old, he raped me. And then he did it again and again and again. And it went on for years. And my mind split, and I became other people. And when Jessica was just Oh, a little girl. One of those people left her in a bar and she was picked up by a stranger and she was raped. And she was 7. This will never be over. Not for Todd, not for Tina, not for Jessica, and not for me. We can't escape it. All we can hope to do is to die before we poison anyone else.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
So, lay it on me. What's your story?
Okay, where do I begin? I have, a disorder called DID, which is basically a multiple personalities, and one of my alters, which is what the other personalities are called, tried to kill my sister and her boyfriend 3 times.
3 times, huh?
Mm-hmm. First, she cut the brake lines in her car, and then she tried to poison them. And then when that didn't work, she built a hidden room in the basement of our house and locked them up there for months and tortured them, telling them what she would do to them. And then when she got tired of that, she built a bomb to blow them to bits. Right. I win.
I wanted to tear this place down. I don't want to look at it anymore. I should have done it years ago, but then I thought, I'll leave it because it's a reminder of how far I've come. I'm right back where I started. I'm just a victim, and that's all I'll ever be, is just a victim. And all the things that I tried to do with my life, they're meaningless, because when people remember me, they will only think that when I was a little girl, my father ended my life.
You win all right.
Well, I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I'm not used to all this.
Of course you're not. You have your stuff too. I didn't mean to minimize it. I just wanted you to understand that the way people look in here just doesn't mean a thing. Barb, she wanted her to fly. I mean, she's afraid of everything. That's why she can't exist on the outside, So just do yourself a favor and don't assume anything about anybody, and then you'll be much better off.
Any other advice before the therapy starts tomorrow?
You don't like therapy?
I've never done it. I don't like talking about myself.
Well, you should kind of get over that, because the sooner you lift up that rock and dig out all the muck that's underneath, the sooner you can get better and go home to your family. That's the whole point, right?
He's Captain America. Shane did a whole comic book about him.
Yo, Balsam. Brody is in a mental hospital and not prison. Why? Because you were man enough and good enough and understanding enough to go to the DA and try to work out a deal for a guy who blew a hole in your gut. So who is the hero here?
To you, maybe, not to Shane.
He's 10 years old.
And he has no use for me, and I don't blame him. Where was I when he lost his first tooth, learned to ride a bike for the first time, or failed his first math test?
He's good at math, and Brody wasn't there for any of that either.
Well, but he sure as hell made up for it.
And you will too. You just have to give it some time, and you've got to stop competing with a guy who's so messed up, he can't even be trusted to walk around free. This isn't high school, Balsam. Brody isn't the captain of the football team, and you're not on the bench. He's a mental patient with no family and no prospects and not a whole lot of hope.
Well, now I feel like a jerk.
Well, that won't work either. You just have to be a little patient. Brody's out of the picture now, and you're gonna have lots of chances to spend time with Shane. And once he gets to know you, he is going to love you just as much as I do.
What the hell was that? Coming down on Vanessa for wanting to stay in America? An immigrant on Thanksgiving Day.
I'm sorry if I'm not PC enough for you, but I'm a realist. And you and Vanessa, you guys are living in a dream world. An R-rated one.
I don't believe this. You're jealous.
I went to see Marty right before I came here.
How was she?
She's confused. She doesn't really recognize anybody. She's lonely. Most of all, she's pretty pissed off.
I'm sure she is. She should be, after what Todd did to her.
I was only there for a little while. Then I just found myself driving around. I drove around the park, drove down to the docks. I realized it wasn't such a good time to be alone, and I needed to be with a friend. I needed you.
Christian, you and I have had maybe 5 minutes together since you got back from Colombia. And the rest of the time, you're playing bodyguard to some woman that we know nothing about.
A woman that broke me out of prison.
She paid a bribe, Chris. It's not like she came swinging through a window with a bayonet in her teeth. Although, you know what? I wouldn't put it past her. If you give her enough money, pole, little spotlight.
All right, Sarah, come on. Come on.
She was climbing all over you half naked.
So you are jealous. Is that what this is?
No, I'm mad. And I'm not stupid. A woman doesn't lounge around in a guy's apartment unless she wants something.
She needs my help, Sarah.
Is that what you call it?
All right, let me ask you something. Remember when you were hanging out with that guy Hunter, that creep, and you needed my help?
Yeah?
I helped you. No questions asked.
We don't know anything about her, though,
And that's
Chris.
a reason not to help her? She needs my help. I helped you. You stayed in my place.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And look what happened.
So glad to see you've made friends. Intake can be hard, particularly on a holiday.
Well, so far so good.
Oh, perhaps you'd like to share some of that positive spirit when you say grace.
Grace?
Yes. It's a tradition here at A&OFanz for the newcomers to say grace at our first meal together.
And maybe Jessica could do the honors.
Oh, no. You see, I've been part of this family for years. I'm afraid the honor is all yours.
So, didn't you say that Bo invited us over for dinner?
Yeah, we don't have to go. You have to do this thing for Charlie. Why?
Because I have a plan to get this father-son thing jump-started.
This, place. It looks like Indiana limestone.
I don't know what it is.
And these walls are at least a foot thick, so I'll need a backhoe. And I'll need a couple of good men, and I'll need a pretty good truck to haul all this stuff off. But if you really want to tear this place down, I know just the guy for the job. He's a real pro, and I can guarantee you his rates will be reasonable.
It won't change anything.
What? It'll change the landscape. No, it's not going to change the past. Nothing ever will, but Vicky, see, I don't see you as a victim. I see you as a survivor, like I am. And we're going to have our good days and we're going to have our bad days. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that if I just take things one day at a time, then I at least got a shot. And that's all we've really got. Right now. And it's what we do right now that counts. Come on. Yes, Vicky. I love you more right now than ever. While I wish that I could beat the living crap out of your father. And my heart breaks for that little girl. None of that can change how I feel about the woman standing in front of me right now. So come on. Let me show you something.
John, I'm really glad you came by.
Yeah, me too. I know it's not exactly what we had planned.
Well, we don't make plans.
Yeah, I know. Still, I'm sorry, you deserve better.
You know what? One thing I've learned with living with Todd is that, you just gotta hold on to what's good. Your kids, your family, and your friends. And yeah, things change, but I don't let it change what matters. Happy Thanksgiving, John.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I miss my boyfriend, okay? And while I'm not under siege from immigration in my underwear, I have stuff going on too.
What's going on?
Oh, now you have 2 minutes for me? Okay, well, let me just spit it out. Tina left town. Again.
I'm so sorry. Come here.
No. Save it for your half-naked house guest who needs your help.
Sarah, come on!
Oh, I almost forgot. Happy Thanksgiving.
Shane, front and center. The parade is about to start.
The parade was this morning.
I taped it.
I have stuff to do.
But we always watch the parade together. It's a Marasco tradition.
Yeah, when I was 5.
I'll see you guys later.
Where's he going?
Don't call your dad he. And he is going to the Buchanans for Thanksgiving. I've got plans for us later.
What are you going to do with the Buchanans?
Not much. Pig out, watch football, have a video game tournament with Matthew.
Mom, can I go to the Buchanans, please?
It's not up to me.
Can I come too?
Sure. As long as you don't mind getting your butt kicked.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did you see that? He actually talked. He smiled at me.
Your son's waiting for you.
Oh, here.
Genius.
Stand off.
The only blessing I know is the one I learned in the Navy. Blessed is food and us that eats it. I'm not very religious. I don't think I'm the right guy for the job.
Grace is simply an expression of gratitude. It needn't be religious.
Okay. I guess we're all thankful for this meal. It looks real good. And for shelter and support here at St. Anne's. And for the chance to get well. So we can be the people we used to be. So our friends and family can trust us again and we can go home.
Are you going to tell me why we're in Angel Square?
No. I'm going to show you.
But this is where Carlotta's diner was.
And it still is, actually. After you.
What is this?
It's home.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
Next week on One Life to Live.
I love Todd with such a passion I can't describe it.
I lost everything.
What you did to me, I'll do to you. It's so much worse.
Hey, Delgado.
You want to walk away from this?
What happened? The Russians took Jake. It is a trap, and your son is the bait.
This week, to get back his son, a mob boss takes justice into his own hands. But will he be too late?
Jake!
General Hospital.
Tuesday morning.